We love Aaron Smith, the rapping professor. FlyNubianQueen.com, FlyNubianKingTV.com. Make sure you listen live. Or if it's at any time, you can log on. Welcome, welcome. Great to have you in the room. We're going to talk that talk today. We got to talk about that dang fire. Talk about that dang fire. And talk about the Pope on some people's feet. The Pope on some people's feet. If you want to get your business right, FlyNubianBusiness.com. You want to get your money right, FlyNubianMoney.com. You want to get your shopping popping, shopfnq.com and log in. Yeah, we gotta talk because they covering that fire. Let me get right to it, and let's get to it and do it. I'm going to show you how to not let other people's subjects of interest distract you from what you should be focused on, but at the same time, use their focus in order to gain proper attention to what you need to focus on. This is how we're going to do it. This is intellectual Aikido. This is lesson number 1. Okay. So if you haven't heard, since we're talking about fires, that dang fire, right? New York Times has reported that the suspect in the 3 black churches that were burned, the 3 black church fires, the suspect in Louisiana is charged with a hate crime. See, you was worried about that dang fire, but I'm worried about these dang fires, because these dang fires got a whole lot more to do with me dang fire than Notre Dame. Okay, you get it. A man accused of setting fire to 3 predominantly black churches in a southern Louisiana parish was charged with hate crimes on Monday, adding to the 3 charges of arson that were filed last week. This is just a matter of hours ago. The man, right? Holden Matthews is 21 years old, and he's the son. This is why we got to stay tuned to this story. He's the son of a deputy sheriff. He was arrested last week, accused of setting fire to the churches in St. Landry Parish, north of Lafayette. He pleaded not guilty on Monday and was not granted bond. The 3 fires destroyed churches that had existed more than a century and had been the spiritual home of generations of black families, evoking a long history of racist crimes committed in the Jim Crow South. These fires, they sparked a lot. These dang fires. At the news conference last week, the authorities announced Mr. Matthews' arrest and the initial charges, which were 3 counts of simple arson of a church building. Governor John Bel Edwards of Louisiana said at the time that although he did not know the motivation behind the fires, these were evil acts. Didn't know the motivation. Let me get his name up. I'm about to get his face. I've been doing that a lot. I'll get your face. I'm gonna get your face. These dang fires. What's his name? Matthew Holden. Let's do Matthew Holden fire. Because y'all need to see him. I need to put his face. I'm going to put the story right in there. I ain't going to play with y'all. New York Times. I give you the whole article. Now, y'all know how we do it. I give you the whole, we went from a half to a whole thing. You know what I mean? I'll give you no snippet. Bang, bang. Gang, gang. New York Times. Now you can shine, see his face, and not just see mine. This is deep. Because they had them Notre Dame fires on like somebody was in the building. Like you would have thought somebody was in the building. By the way, like I said, is the statues, I don't know if they could feel the fire. Like the statues wasn't like, hey, somebody call the news. Like, come on now. These dang the statues was like this. The statues like, is it hot in here or is it just me? No. Wasn't nobody in the building, bro. I know it had some of the most glorious stained glass on the planet Earth, even if they couldn't get the colors of the saints right. They got every part stained, but it's beautiful. It was precious, but it needed a tint. That stained glass needed a tint if they really wanted to properly represent. But I digress. They had one of the most beautiful organs, the pipes, one of the most beautiful instruments on the planet. Millions of people go there just to see the stained glass and much of the woodwork that was there. It has been destroyed. It's architecturally and engineering. It's a tragedy in those regards. But this history of burning black churches that deal with actual racial terror, people against people, no. If you want to ask me where my focus, where my energy is going to be, I think it was Tupac Shakur. He said, should we cry when the Pope died? My request, we should cry if they cried when we buried Malcolm X. Maybe something. Remember when Reverend Robertson, remember he was the 700 Club. Remember when Haiti had the earthquake, and instead of talking about the history of the Haitian people and Jean-Jacques Dessalines and Toussaint Louverture and Boukman Dutty in 1804 and the ill-conceived racist colonial tax that was placed upon the people of Haiti simply for declaring themselves free, he didn't give no context like that. He said, maybe God is working against them because they made a pact with the devil. I'm gonna find that for y'all. I'm gonna give y'all that. But when something happens like this, why nobody don't think this is justice? You ain't hear one person yet say possibly it's connected to the molestations. This is a theory, but nobody's theorizing that. I'm not theorizing that. I'm just saying, you know, the Lord works in mysterious ways, and he's known to bring wrath in the form of weather and plagues. I'll do Haitian earthquake. Let me know if y'all seen this already. Pat Robertson, that's his name, right? 700 Club, packed with, I'll put Satan. I think that's how he said it. He was so old, looking like the Crypt Keeper. I didn't know what he was talking about. Here it is, packed with the devil. I won't play it, but I'll put the link in there. Boom, 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 boom. Here you go. Got it. Devil created earthquakes. That's what he said. Because they packed with the devil. It didn't make no sense at all. But when it comes to other people, shouts out, Ashe to Greg. When it comes to other people, nobody's ever talking. Oh, won't he do it? Won't he do it? Yeah, people say, you never know, the ancestors, how they acting, You see them forest fires, it might be the axe, Shango chopping them trees. No, but seriously, they always speculate in pathological terms when it comes to us. Everything becomes a critique of the larger culture. One person wiles out, they say, oh, this hip-hop culture, this music, these inner cities. And I don't know where the boy from that burned all these churches. They say he listened to black death metal. The young man, 21 years old, who burned in 3 churches in St. Landry Parish, they said he listened to black death metal. If that was us, they would have had whole documentaries on black death metal. If black meant this black, they would have been like, oh, it's new black death metal. You don't get no pathological inquiries or documentation. You don't get none of that. You get this young man was wayward. He used to be a good kid. He was a lone wolf, and he deserves a second chance. No, Cletus. No, Cletus. Do him like you do us. Talk about every little zit-faced, overweight, late bloomer, the cop's kid, look like he lived in his garage, wanna be rock star, never gonna be, probably never kissed a girl, 21-year-old. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about these types of people. That's how, they are you people, right? You people. They all give you people, right? They don't care if it's Barack Obama. They don't care who it is. It could be Clarence Thomas, high-tech lynching. It could be Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace. They act like we all the same. Y'all heard Laura Ingraham on Fox News laughing about Nipsey Hussle's funeral. That's a fire you don't want to set. These dang fires. Hold up, before we get to the Pope, kissing feet. Before we get to the Pope, kissing feet. Type Queens at 31996. Make sure you stay in the mix. Like, subscribe, and share. Do that there without a care. Yeah. Okay. If you want to get your shopping popping, shopfnq.com. And if you want to get your business right, who don't want to get their business right? FlyNubianBusiness.com. You should at least log on. You should at least get your money right. You tell me, nah, wait till I get my money right. Fly Nubian money down. Okay. I don't want Kanye to get no problems. Thank you, great work. Thank you, Paul. Keep bringing that funk. Yeah, straight facts. It's always pathological when it comes to us. Before we get to the Pope, kissing on the feet. the point is that the fires that some of these people are creating shows that they don't have an understanding of the temperament of the times. There are videos of people affiliated with street organizations. Should I say that right? As Nipsey Hussle's funeral was taking place, people were outside bootlegging merchandise. If you saw it, let me know. They were outside bootlegging merchandise. There's something about having the capability to exercise military power. People look differently at you and speak differently to you. Like when the toys come out. When the toys come out, it's like, oh, can't we get along, brother? Right? Before that, it was, man, I'll smack you and everything changes. So these young men involved in these street organizations have a reputation for not being shy about exercising their Second Amendment rights. So they didn't have conversations with the bootleggers and the people out. They said on the video, according to them, they said they went up to people and took their stuff. They be like, on Hood, on Gang, on Nip. We took all his shirts. Anybody you see out here, or Slauson, Chris Shaw, anybody selling my brother's stuff, we taking it. And I was like, wow, the conscious community, if linked properly with the gangster community. I mean, because the level of aggression and fearlessness. I mean, the brother just hopped out, took all the brother's stuff and was like, and what? And so when Laura Ingraham gets on Fox News and doesn't know how in LA, this ain't no game. This ain't for aesthetics. This ain't a record label situation to sell more albums. Brothers and sisters been living this culture for generations. And if you think you're going to insult on an international platform somebody as big as Nipsey Hussle, whoo, Sister Laura, hey, let me get a picture up here. Sister Laura, I'm gonna get a picture up here. That's how we're gonna do it. And I'm put a bio in the description because I'm going to support the cause because I want to make sure people understand what we're up against. Is how we do that there. Laura Ingraham, Fox News, BKA, Mr. Ed Domino Veneer Teeth. Domino, right? She went every time, every cookout. She's slapping teeth. Snake eyes mouth. Big butter biscuit face. Look like you slap butter all across there. Right? The margarine, something nasty like margarine. All right, some imitation chemical butter, not the vegan, not Earth Balance, and nothing like that. We talking that, smack it, right? Domino, right? Domino teeth, looking like the shoes you wear on a boat. You ever see people wearing big boat, literally boat shoe mouth, domino teeth. I thought veneers were supposed to shine. Look at, what the boy you say, what is McGruff? You McGruff the crime dog mouth, take a bite out of racism. You domino face, butter biscuit mouth, George Washington, wooden teeth. Is that linoleum on your mouth? What, you ivory towers in your face. What you got? Universities in your face. You Lori Loughlin paying for your dental plan, bribery, school mouth. You nasty. Okay, let me. Yeah, the dozens. This is part of what we used to do on the block. You big get them. Looking like drawers, looking like kitchen drawers. The drawers go off the track. And stuff. Your mouth just look like all the drawers is off the track. Like well, this is her. So everybody could see her on site and know who we dealing with. Rafiki, I'm talking about Laura Ingraham think it's sweet out here in these streets to insult brother Nipsey Hussle. And I said, if I was Laura Ingraham, I wouldn't insult Nipsey Hussle. I don't think anybody should be out here just recklessly insulting Nipsey Hussle. I just don't think that's the wave ever. So salute, bang, bang, gang, gang to everybody repping and living that real life. As a civilian, I'm going to play my position. But I would love to show you the picture of the sister who thinks it's funny to talk about Nipsey during the funeral and make jokes about Nipsey Hussle. I'll put the link in the description because these are the dang fires that we need to pay attention to that's lit in our community. I know some of y'all heard some people talking about it. Laura Ingraham, I put jokes, and I put Nipsey. And I'm gonna let y'all watch her on live television joking about Nipsey Hussle. Laura Ingraham mocks slain rapper Nipsey Hussle for anti-Trump song. I'm gonna get you a long one too.
All right, yep.
Yep. Okay, I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it, but I am gonna put the link in there. So now y'all got that, and maybe, just maybe, we could get the word out so that we can collectively, some of our friends from LA and others, can collectively send a message to let her know we don't appreciate it. By any means necessary, we need to send messages about how we feel about our own. Nobody should feel comfortable insulting the dead in our community that's done a lot for our community. We need to collectively respond. I give you this. I give you this. I'm going to give you this right now. I'm going to give you this right now. I'm going to give you this right now. Read right from it because I'm going to show you how people move. Companies put contribute. Do you see the story? Notre Dame. The ashes wasn't even simmering yet. And I'm going to show you. I put Notre Dame's. A running list of donations to rebuild Notre Dame, from luxurious corporations to oil. Hundreds. Okay, look at this. They done already raised millions of dollars. They got one group, Francois Henry Pinault, 113 million. The luxury giant LVMH, the luxury giant behind brands like Louis Vuitton and Moet and Chandon, already contributed 226 American dollars. 226 million American dollars. So one company, 113 million. Another company in France, 226 million. Total, the oil producer, that's the name of the oil producer, Total is the name of the oil producer, and France's largest company by sales, will contribute 113 million as well. Oliver Bourgeois and brothers, the brothers that run the France's largest construction companies, will donate 11 million. They got another investment firm, 11 million. Technology consulting firm, 1 million. L'Oreal, the French cosmetic company, 226 million. Before the fire was even out, they was putting up them kind of numbers for their stuff. And I ain't hating on that. I'm saying we need to make sure that when them churches burn in St. Landry Parish, the money is there. Some of them institutions is 100 years old. There should be no discussion. You shouldn't need to struggle with no GoFundMe. The second we hear the fire, oh, black church, 100 years old, boom, boom. Just like the second we hear somebody talking greasy about Nipsey Hussle, the response should be swift. The response should be swift. The response should be swift. If I say something right now in this broadcast against certain groups of people, I bet they'll be contacting me within 24 hours. And if I say something really crazy, they have me on Fox News within 48. Sound biting me like Jeremiah Wright. So I better watch what I say, unless I want that kind of smoke. And we need to let other communities know the same thing about us as a community. Unless you want that kind of smoke, you watch your mouth about Nipsey Hussle, especially when you know there's a whole nation grieving. And if you can't watch your mouth with your big domino boat biscuit looking like my charger in your mouth for my, you look like you got 20 chargers in your mouth. I'm Laura Ingram, electricity mouth. Who did your veneers, man? Who did the veneers, dog? Look like Venetian blinds. I'm looking for the little stick on the side of your ear or something to twist your blinds closed. You got Venetian blind teeth. Your teeth look like the shuffleboard game when you wipe it in, you stow the whole disc goes across, slides across the shiny floor. You look like you take your tooth out and somebody use the broom and make it slide fast. Oh my gosh. Yo. But we need to send a message. So I'm gonna put this in the chat too. Laura Ingram, she need to know. Everybody got Twitter, right? Everybody got Instagram, right? I don't know what the hashtag is. Y'all pick the hashtag. Don't play with Nip. Send a message to Laura, right? Right? Somebody send a message. Put the community out on the APB. A message needs to be sent ASAP. Any organized family would not tolerate this level of attack without some type of concerted effort to respond in a firm way to let her know this should never occur. This should have never happened, and this will never happen again. I don't care who you are. You on this planet, ain't you? I don't care what your salary is. The way I came up, I learned everybody could be touched. That's what I do. I was taught everybody could be touched. So if you don't want people to not like you and troll you or get mad at you or be upset with you or send you a message, send a message and let it be known that anytime somebody wants to play, then they could be played with too. The same way you play with people's lives and you think other people's lives are a joke, all bets are off. And until we reach that point, you're going to be a joke. Because you know some people will boycott you forever. You say one thing about them, they are done with you forever. Right? You be there like, you be sitting there with Mel Gibson trying to get a part in the movie. So what happened? They'd be like, hey, bro, might as well just get the day job, man. I slipped up and said something I shouldn't say. And I commend these groups. Hold people accountable. Don't play with them. Get people suspended. Get them fired when they play with you, if that's what you feel like you need to do. And we need to do the same. She need to be fired. Yeah, that's a good one. Mute Laura Ingraham or surviving Laura Ingraham from our. So seriously, we need these hashtags to get popping. Put that video up there and let it be known. Get that video up there and let it be known how it needs to go down. It's not a game. And until we can start moving on them levels, you know, we move like all these petty debates and differences. No. If I'm beefing with my brother and somebody else comes and starts cussing us out, we don't even got to discuss it. We know we're on the same team till we handle this. I could have just been arguing. I could be in mid-argument with my brother. But if somebody tells me, yo, both of you, both of who? Like Voltron or the Wonder Twins, the Justice League back in the old cartoons. Some of y'all go back that far. Wonder Twins activate, right? I don't think she's a human being. Dang, that's crazy. I just called a domino mouth. You took it all the way. She need to be, yeah, I feel you. But these are the kind of fires we need to pay attention to. But to the Pope, kissing on these feet. Let me get that. Let me just read the story to y'all. I'll just read it for a minute. So some of y'all might be like, what are you talking about? I want you to know what I'm talking about. Pope kisses feet of South Sudan's leader to encourage peace. And I know it's a common practice. I know it has biblical implications with the washing of the feet. No, I got you. You don't need to put none of that in the chat. Don't waste my time. I'm married to a minister. I've been an ordained deacon for. I got you. Ain't nothing worse than an overzealous Christian who thinks that other people ain't already been saved and grew up in the church and know the Bible just because they have a critique of something. That's like the worst person in the world, boy. Don't be that person today. Because then that's like the people who roll up on the Hebrew Israelites, and then the Hebrew Israelites know the book 10 times better than them. They be hurt. Their feelings be hurt. The Hebrew Israelites be knowing the book way better than them. They be like, I'm a pastor of 5 people in the Poke Chop Church of the Greasy Congregation. And then he be like, read. Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Oh, so God don't hate. What color is Jesus? Let me ask you that. What color is Jesus? Jesus don't got no color. He's rainbow bright. He loves us all with the Care Bear stare. They be like, now give me Revelations. Like feet burnt unto brass in the furnace. And they be like, what color is the furnace? What color is burning brass? What color is and they'd be like, I am black, but I am comely. Well, what did he just say there? Oh, read again. Wait, stop right there. No, he's rainbow. I am black. No, he's clear. I am black. No, he loves. I have hated. No, he loves everybody. I have hated. No, he came to save everybody. I've come for Israel. So before you even go there, let's not waste time. But yeah, shout out, right? Them shows, right? 1 to 10 powers, activate the Justice League, the Care Bears, Rainbow Bright. All of that. Don't let me go back reading Rainbow. And Electric Company with Morgan Freeman was on that joint. Easy Reader. Oh, some of y'all just I done got some grown folks. When Morgan Freeman was Easy Reader, somebody just said, whoa, that brother. Wait. I'm Benjamin Button up in here now. They say, wait, how you know about that there, right? Don't let me start singing about I am the bill on my Capitol Hill. Schoolhouse Rock. Okay. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Working on trains and making them run right. Okay, I'm back. We're talking about the Pope now. We're not talking about Schoolhouse Rock. Pope kisses feet, but it's entertaining and it's fun. And if the job and work is done, then why not smile, at least for a little while, and do it in style. FlyNubianQueen.com, FlyNubianKingTV.com. Listen live or just log on. Text Queens at 31996. Make sure you stay in the mix. I got 57 of y'all in the room, only 20 likes. What's the problem? I can't get no thumbs. I can't get no thumbs. I can't get no thumbs. Hit like, subscribe, and share. Do all of that. Oh, 23. Oh, y'all just trying to make it rain on it, brother. Okay, yo, don't try to treat me like Cardi B now. Come on, I'm respectable. Don't making it rain on me. Okay, let me stop. I'm in a playful mood today because when the world gets this serious, you got to use humor as therapy. It's therapeutic and medicinal. It's cathartic. Like you really got to laugh sometimes because some of y'all was just trying to keep from smacking your boss today. You know, some of you guys living with a crazy partner, some crazy children, and you know you just need a little moment to be like, oh, this boy got some energy and he off the chain. Some of y'all need that. I'm gonna give you the information, but I also gotta give y'all the inspiration to change your situation. Look at the Pope. He getting down there. Face down. Okay. Robe up. Okay. Pope Francis knelt and kissed the feet of South Sudan's rival leaders Thursday in an unprecedented act of humbleness to encourage them to strengthen the African country's faltering peace process. You ready? Y'all ready? Because now I'm not joking. Now I'm going full professor mode because now we not gonna play no games. Artifacts. This is stuff I talk about. I'm gonna go hard. First, we'll do 9 priceless artifacts museums should return to their home countries. Let's do just Africa. France should return looted African artifacts. And I'm gonna put it all together. Worry not. Worry not. These books ain't behind me. You know, I got the backdrop with the picture of the books. These are my real books. And I got some over there and over there. You know what it is. Not just for show. I don't do this, you know, like brothers who do poetry just to get the ladies. Brothers that watch Love Jones, now they all spoken word poetry slammed out. They done grew locks and everything. The soul in your left to be the thrive and the pain in your right. I mean the groove and the connection. I'm Lorenz Tate, and I came to mate, even though I'm kind of fake. At least one of y'all might think I'm great. So there's something I want to get on stage and state. Increase the love, stop the hate. Radio! No, let me stop. No, I read these for real. I ain't just doing it. Okay, so here's the article. Here's one article. So we're going to put this in context. And we're going to get away from aesthetic revolutions. We're going to get away from symbolic gestures of peace and progress. We are no longer as a people going to think that proximity equates to progress. Just because I'm sitting next to you don't mean we on the same foot or the same page, or we thinking we looking eye to eye. Even you staring at me don't mean we looking eye to eye. I might be looking at you like, how you doing? You looking at me like I'm about to call 911. So even when we looking at each other, it don't mean we seeing eye to eye. Facts. Don't play with me. You can get off my feet. Get on your government when you go back home. When you go back to the Vatican, go downstairs in them libraries where nobody gets to read some of them truths that you know are true and confirm what a lot of these Afrocentric scholars been saying for the past 50 to 60 years. Change the curriculum. Change the course of American and human history. You got the documentations right there in the library of the Vatican, right there on the ground. You got all that. You got a lot of wealth from enslavement. You come on now. A lot of things you could do. That papal bull that the Pope wrote that said we could civilize the heathen, that gave free reign and the green light to civilize the heathen and enslave the darker peoples of the planet. That was a papal bull. A Pope wrote that. So we could talk. No, you don't gotta kiss my feet. No, so stay up. You might have mono or something. I don't know what you've been doing. Girls might see you in that little car with a see-through joint and the drop top. I don't know what you be up to, man. You out there with your red shoes and your white robe, man. You know, I don't know if it's Pope or pimp, man. You smooth out here, brother. They might be choosing. Brother got a drop top and some red shoes. I don't need you kissing on me. But I do need my stuff back. So priceless artifacts. Did I put it in there yet? Is it in there? Yeah, it's in there. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do one more. Let's do this one here. Let's do this one right here. Let's do... I'm gonna help you out. Some people gonna look at me and be, why are you getting on the Pope? People unable to give have become slaves to possess Pope's wealthy. No. Pope Nicholas V and the Portuguese slave trade, African laborers. I could do that one. That was from a library. That's a better source. Yeah, let's do the Pope and the Portuguese slave trade. Pope Nicholas V and the Portuguese slave trade. Because they was all in it. They was all in it. Don't kiss my feet. Get off my feet. Get the hell off my feet, man. Because people like to... Let me talk to the ladies for a minute. It's like the opposite of a brother. I'm going to use campus. I'm on campus. Mr. Smiley, you funny. It's like a brother on campus. He walked right past you during the day. Act like he don't know you during the day. Ladies, y'all know where I'm going, right? 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, your phone ring. Talking about you up. You up. You ain't know me 5 hours ago on campus. Now you all in my DMs talking about you up. You know the brothers that'll know you at night, but then in the daytime, it's like a vampire effect. They'll know you at the party. Don't we got class together? Right? The Pope, it is like the opposite of that. This is like in private, the Pope praying to the Black Madonna. Black Madonna. I'm gonna do these trolls dirty tonight. The Black Madonna. So why is the Madonna black if the Madonna's son wasn't black? The Black Madonna and child was, you saying the child was adopted, Smiley? Oh, that hurt him so bad to their heart. Black people, the first people on the whole planet, man. That's what burns them up. Black Madonna, right? Black Madonna. The first people on the planet were black. Everybody on the planet, his ancestors were black from Africa. Respect your ancestors. Respect the grandfathers and grandmothers and elders, the wise elders of this planet that made it possible for your people to exist. Without black people, first people on the planet to do science, mathematics, astronomy, astrology, medicine, architecture, history, spirituality, warfare. Without black people, people on the planet for the first 2/3 of human history on the continent of Africa before any migrations took place. So all you Johnny-come-latelys, grafted mutation, whatever else ways you got here, watch your mouth and respect your elders and respect your roots. And stop trying to rewrite history because you're uncomfortable with the reality of your black roots. You should be claiming it and celebrating it, but you're too weak and too insecure and too foolish and too ahistorical to recognize the truth when it's in your face. Even in your own culture, where you get totems from. Totems originated in Africa. So whether it's the indigenous people or the Mexican American people or anybody else who use totems, that comes straight from Africa. The feather of my eye. All them feathers y'all be wearing, oh yeah, from all of my, yeah, y'all got that straight from Africa. Study the migration patterns of the Olmecs. Study the ruling of Spain from the Moors. Study the Negritos in Asia. Study the Aborigines in Australia. Study the Dravidians and the Untouchables in India. Study Runoko Rashidi's work about the black presence and the African presence in Asia and in India. Study David Imhotep II. The first Americans were Africans. You're playing with a professor. You can't troll me. You don't read enough to ever think to troll me. It's like the great Dr. John Henry Clark said, I only debate with my equals, all others I teach. Boy, you better stay in your place and get your mind right and learn something before I grab a book and teach you more about yourself than your mother and your father ever could. Get off my feet. Back to business. So the Pope was kissing on feet, and I'm saying the Pope can kiss that crap goodbye. The Pope can kiss that crap goodbye. If you ain't talking reparations, it's tangibles 2020, not toe jamsables. It's not toe jamsables 2020. It's tangibles 2020. FlyNubianQueen.com, FlyNubianKingTV.com. Make sure you log on. Text Queens. Ooh, that like 3D. So that? Like Black Panther movie. Challenge Day. What did Michael B. Jordan say when he had the child on his shoulders? It's just your king. Is this your king? Challenge day. Colonizer. Right? Don't get in here talking like no intellectual colonizer. Trying to rewrite history. No, brother. I read the book. The book said that his feet was like brass burnt in a furnace. You burn brass in a furnace. Man, what is the Middle East? Don't play with me. What part of Africa are you talking about? I look at maps. You like the people who try to make me think Europe is a continent. I'm like, no, it's part of Asia. I can see. I don't care how you count it. In grade school, it's a landmass. It's no water. It's just y'all decided. They hate the truth, man. And I studied when Malcolm used to chop them down like timber. Malcolm would just chop them down, and Malcolm would debate 3 or 4 people and chop them all up. And I took the time. I watched Khalid Muhammad. I'm getting all. I'm gonna tell you anything I watched because the job of a great teacher is train replacement. Some of y'all seen this video, but I'm gonna tell you the videos I studied. I studied Brother Khalid Muhammad on Phil Donahue. I know y'all seen it. Y'all old like me. Let's get the full episode. Boom, boom, bang, bang. But study the poise and the accuracy. Who remembers when Khalid Muhammad debated about the real Jews and everybody started walking out? Who remembers that video? Khalid Muhammad is debating the 2 brothers, the 2 scholars, the 2 Jewish scholars from the university, and people started in droves, started walking out. And he was talking about the secret relationship between blacks and Jews. He was only talking about volume 1 at the time, if I'm not mistaken. They started running out of that room. The book was a collection from Jewish libraries. Jewish scholars wrote the book. He was bringing them their own facts from their own scholars. And they started scurrying like roaches with the lights on. And I'll give you the link. Because I'm not here to play. You got the wrong one started. All you do is try. Don't let your haters fool you. Let your haters fuel you. And you give me energy I need. It's intellectual Aikido. You talk nonsense, I give my people intellectual empowerment and inspiration. I become a centrifuge. I can just channel it out. I become a filter. You give me the hate, and I can channel into love for my people. You give me the nonsense, I bring it back with actual facts. I'm a bottom block smacker. I say this whole thing is like a game of Jenga. This racist illusion, this Matrix, this Truman Show curtain, this Alice in Wonderland looking glass. How far does this rabbit hole go? I don't care how far that you push. I don't care how much you throw at me. I will take it. I will do it like Street Fighter and be like, are you gonna get these facts? So every time you say something stupid in the chat, I say something intelligent out my mouth. So keep feeding me. Feed me, Seymour. That's like Little Shop of Horrors, right? I wouldn't need to put all these videos up, but now I am. So thank you. Thank you kindly. Thank you for your service. I need the trolls to work. Here it is. Dr. Khalid Muhammad exposes what they say is so-called Jews. Boom, the whole debate. Y'all remember that right there in New York. Some of y'all remember the video. Let's go. Let's go. You're playing with the wrong one. You're playing with the wrong one. You're not built to play with me, boy. Because I just bring more and more facts. So the Pope, Nicholas V, and the Portuguese slave trade. If you want to bring peace to the Sudan, then stop the politics that require some people who are blacker than the bottom of my hat walking around right there at the foot of the pyramids talking about I'm an Arab. Talk about the Arabic racism and somehow how people are manipulating and weaponizing Islam, you know, and getting these people, these black Nubian Sudanese people, to think that they're Arab to play politics. They walking around black as night talking about I'm Arab. We could deal with that. You want to help the Sudan. The politics of self-hatred, the politics of self-knowledge, the politics of what Dr. Malepe Kete Asante, the first person in the world to start a PhD program in African American Studies, calls location. You got to be located in your own history and historical consciousness and your own cultural significance. You got to be located, subject of history, not an object on the periphery of European analysis. And that's why I talk the way I talk. I talk like I'm centered. I don't talk like I'm just some bit player in your larger, like the black sidekick. This ain't Clueless. This ain't Lone Ranger Tonto. I'm the brown person. No, it's Martin Delaney talk. This is Bishop McNeil Turner talk. This is Robert F. Williams, Negroes with Guns talk. This is Seize the Day, Bobby Seale talk. This is Huey P. Newton talk. This is that Martin Luther King talk. This is that Malcolm X talk. This is Reverend Leon Sullivan talk. This is that Ida B. Wells, Asada Shakur, Ella Baker, Fannie Lou Hamer, Queen Nzinga, Queen T, Nefertiti, Nefertari talk. This that real talk where we see ourselves in the center. This ain't your distorted, bastardized map trying to make Africa look like it's little. This that real one where Africa's big as all heck and all the other continents can fit right up in it with room to spare. Where Africa's part of where the 6 largest growing economies are. Where Africa is going to be the biggest center for population growth in the next 30 to 50 years, reaching over 2.5 billion people. Oh, I know who and where I am. I'm not for play. You better take one of them to get distracted and start calling your names and don't talk about the topics. And no, I just go harder. So feed me. Little Shop of Horrors, right? Feed me, Seymour. Feed me, Seymour. Boom. You got that one. I did the Khalid Muhammad. Did I put that in there? Did I put it in there? Is that it? Let me look. Make sure I got the right video. Nope. I don't think I put it in there. Did I put it in there? If I did, I'll put it in there again. Who cares? Because anybody they killed and they were scared of or they resisted to this extent and wanted to censure on the floors of Congress, I want their videos everywhere. Everywhere. Because if it's one new person that watches the video, I have done as thou hast commanded. So instead of the Pope kissing feet, the Pope could kiss my... No. The Pope needs to be mindful of what needs to be done for the people. Some of these people are outside of colonialism and apartheid for less than 50 years. You got some things in apartheid stopping in the 90s, in the late 80s, right? We were still making them raps. I got to find that rap also. Remember, Angola, Zimbabwe, Tanzania, Zambia, Mozambique, and Botswana. So let us speak about the motherland, AFRICA. Remember that? Remember that Stetsasonic and all them? Ooh, you done got me charged up. Y'all gonna love these last 20 minutes. Let's go. That's the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan on Donahue. So you know how to deal with these haters. Let's do Stetsasonic. Very underrated rap group, I must say. One of the most underrated rap groups, I think, especially from early rap. Definitely. Like, never get their credit talking all that jazz and all that. They were definitely original. Stetsasonic, Africa. That's the rap, and I'm turning it down so I don't play it. And that's the performance of it. I don't want the performance. I want the actual. Ooh, that's the performance in Africa. That's a beautiful one. Maybe I will play that. This is Stetsasonic performing a song in Africa at a telethon to end apartheid. Boom. It's a cultural crisis, Ebony Knowledge, a cultural crisis. Because if you're culturally located, it'll only follow suit that your economics will follow your cultural consciousness. You can't prune a problem. You got to get to the root. Uproot the dislocated, sunken place, ahistorical, and then you root it and center it in an African context, in a Pan-African reality, and people will only naturally do business with each other. Very difficult to grab that snake by the tail. But if you get, like you say, chop off the head and the body falls, like, let's get to the head of this. Once you change my mentality, think about Malcolm when he got locked up. It wasn't about detoxing from this drug. It wasn't about telling him to stop the crime in the community. Once he got the knowledge of himself, once they got to the root of what the void was, the hurt that hurt people. Once they got to the teaching, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad touched his spirit, even without him being in contact with the man himself, just being in contact with the teachings, transformed this man's mind, spirit, and soul in a way that he was able to transform the world through simply speaking. This is bottom block stuff. Don't worry about them top blocks. That's why I don't even talk that talk. They be like, oh, what about this? What about this? If I do this, oh, that's going to take care of itself. If I do this, you don't got to worry about domestic violence if I know who I am and who my woman is. I know my obligation. I know her power. I know our purpose. I know the need for balance, complementary difference. I get it now. So when you approach me in a way that I can't relate to, I don't look at that as you doing something wrong or me doing something wrong. I look at it as we communicate different ways. We need to understand each other's love language, balance each other out, respect each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just All I gotta do is know who I am. That's why even on the pyramid walls, they always attribute to Socrates. Socrates was dead. Not even a blip in his father's, whatever. When on the walls of the pyramids, the great pyramids, before Socrates, Plato, and Thales went to Africa to study at the feet of African masters, it said that a man should know themselves. Know thyself was up there. That's it. That was the whole of the lessons. It took 40 years to become a master in the ancient Egyptian mystery system. 40 years. But the main tenet was know yourself. Think about it. If you know yourself, then you want some Dr. Sebi. If you know yourself, you want some Dr. Levikete Asante. If you know yourself, you want some John Henry Clark. If you know yourself, you want some Amos Wilson got a blueprint for Black Power. If you know yourself, then you like the stenographer Jehudi, and you're keeping that red record like the great Ida B. Wells, and you're courageous and you're fearless because you understand that death is just a transitional process, and you might not even believe in the traditional things of the finality of death because you have an African cosmology. Come on, if you just know yourself, you become all powerful, all knowing, and fearless. So you did a whole lot of things gonna take care of itself at that point. What do I look like supporting somebody that don't support me if I love myself? I think it was Amos Wilson that said that. He said we gotta be out of our minds for this thing to work. If we were thinking right, this could not work the way it works. They couldn't come on your block and just hit people over the head with sticks and mace them. Who saw the video of the body cams from Albany? Let me put that in there if y'all didn't see it. Who saw the police officers beating them people down all crazy? No, the Pope can help with if the Pope's statement did so much to dramatically shift the paradigm with regards to the acceptability of enslavement with that papal bull, who knows what the Pope could do now, interjecting his leverage and his power and his the might of his rhetoric, the international weight of his rhetoric, if he went and co-signed on the reparations. Get off my feet. Get off my feet and get on this reparations train. Get them red shoes and that robe on this reparations train. Then we could just, you can kiss the feet, kissing goodbye. We could toast. You got a little cracker with the wine. I got my little, hey, we toast it up. Toast it up with the Pope, man. Bottle popping with the Pope. Okay. Queens, 31996, stay in the mix. FlyNubianQueen.com, FlyNubianKingTV.com. Make sure you listen live anytime or just log on. If you don't have that Fly Nubian business, get there, FlyNubianBusiness.com, FlyNubianMoney.com. Get your money right? Yeah. Turtle Island. What's the other one? Oh, Adam's Calendar. Who saw that one? Adam's Calendar is a recent discovery. If you haven't seen this, then this changes the whole history of humankind. Yeah, Adam's Calendar, oldest megalith site in the world, recently discovered. This is from 2015. This is just ancient origins, but you can Google it from anywhere. Don't take my word for it. Don't trust me on nothing. Adam's Calendar also, even older. I'll read a little bit of it for you. It says this is the oldest megalith site in the world. Is controversial, suggested to be the oldest man-made structure in the world, sometimes referred to as African Stonehenge. Why would it be African Stonehenge if this came before Stonehenge? You see how stupid they think we are? It's like 3-cart model. Why are we going to call this the African Stonehenge when Stonehenge came well before? This came before Stonehenge. They think we dumb. I think they're scared of us. Yeah. I think they're scared of us. It predates the next line. Sometimes referred to as the African Stonehenge. Then says it predates both Stonehenge and the Great Pyramids of Giza by tens of thousands of years. This is rewriting history, y'all. 2015, they start really talking about this. Located in Mpumalanga, South Africa, it is a standing stone circle about 30 meters in diameter and has been estimated by some accounts to be more than 75,000 years old. Various astronomical alignments have been identified at the site, and it is possible the only example of the completely functional, mostly intact megalith stone calendar in the world. They're saying that not only is this the oldest megalith man-made structure, they're saying that this thing was aligned with the GD stars 75,000 years ago. But they want to talk to you about some Olmec calendar. When the Olmecs came after the Nubians, came after Aksum and Songhai, and you can look in the pyramids and the temples and see the 365-degree calendar and the zodiac on the darn ceiling and on the floors. If they don't rewrite these books and stop playing these games with our young people, People right now in the street drinking quarter waters full of sugar and chemicals, eating nonsensical hot Cheetos, and getting fed a whole diet of lies from George Washington, a stupid cherry tree, to Abe Lincoln lying and hating black people. But they talk he's the great emancipator. All this stupid foolishness they get. If we don't get these books right, like Dr. King said, get the language right. These are fires you gotta stop setting. If you're worried about kissing, I'd rather you stop your peoples from kissing on these little boys. Sometimes you gotta walk it off. Sometimes you gotta walk it off. Sometimes you got, if anybody play football with 2 a days, they be like, walk it off. I used to run track, 400 hurdles in the track, right? And you do it real good, and they be like, walk it off. Don't bend over, don't take a knee, but walk it off. Sometimes you spit that fire. Matter of fact, the last thing I want you doing, or anybody that's down with you, is kissing on me. Hashtag facts. No, thank you. Last I heard, you was transporting people. You was doing priest-like keys of cocaine. You was transporting them here and there and everywhere. Molesting boys without a care. Keep your lips off me, dog. You want to bring peace? Bring peace to all them families and them little boys that y'all covered up for. Allegedly, it's in the thousands, the tens of, or if not hundreds of thousands of little boys have been violated over the years. Are you in a position? Are you? What did Farrakhan say to Mike Wallace? You have no moral authority. You're not in a moral position with all the blood America has on its hands to call Nigeria the most corrupt government. Why would you say that? Right? I like that. No, but seriously. You walking around talking about, I'm going to help you bring peace. I'm going to help you bring peace. Man, you look like you trying to get a piece, man. Back up off me. Get on my feet. Get on my feet. No, thank you. Hashtag no, thank you. No, thank you. But you see look at the Pope. Oh, ain't that nice? He had to kiss that person. Oh, and he got ashy feet. He's still kissing them. Oh, man, he moisturized his feet. And he just, no. Give back the stolen artifacts. Use the same bully pulpit that you use to help to usher the enslavement process to exponential new heights and start getting on this reparations train. Give back. Talk about the natural resources, the cobalt, the coltan, the gold, the diamonds, the copper, the flora, the fauna, the water, hey! Don't kiss my feet. Talk about the Berlin Conference when they made these divisions in these people's regions that still exist today, that are still the site of too much conflict. Talk to the IMF, talk to the World Bank, talk to the World Health Organization. Talk to them about all these vaccines they're bringing in. Talk about this food they dropping in that destabilizes the local agricultural economy, and then they want to take over and make demands on the local government, saying you got to accept all kind of customs and policies and forms of marriage and everything else that the country themselves might not want to agree with. But you talking about, I'm not going to feed you and give you sustenance until you agree politically with us. And you can't even express yourself culturally. And no. Talk about that, Pope. All you got to do is leave Africa alone and Africa will be fine. Hands off Africa. We be good. Hands off. Let them have, let me give you the TED Talk. Who got a TED Talk of the young lady? Who got a TED Talk of the young lady talking about how it was cute that they would come with their colored money, not backed by any gold standard. But they take all their precious diamonds and go. She's from, I think it was Sierra Leone. Boom. Malence Bart Williams. Who knows the talk? If you ain't seen this, please, y'all. If you haven't copied one thing I put in the room tonight, as we prepare to close, if you, yes, Creative Queen, they cannot, will not do that, because then what will they have? Please, if you haven't taken anything, share this. Share this. I can't even talk. This sister, please, if you've seen it, share it again. Malence Bart Williams. She talks about Africa's natural resources and how the West is reliant on Africa. Africa gives charity to the West in the form of natural resources. Africa is the only continent that could be self-sustaining if everybody just said talk to the hand. They need Africa. Africa don't need them, but they do this mind trick, asking for 30 cents a day, keep putting up these images of impoverished and tumultuous African, people with machine guns, and all you see is that, no, you say, oh, they need us, they need America. No. America gets far more from Africa than Africa gets from America. What's her name? Malence Bart Williams. Malence Bart Williams. I'm going to put it in again. Yeah, the West and the rest of us, right? Malent Bart. I was thinking about the Pope. I said molest. Malent Bart Williams. Get off my feet. TED Talk. TED Talk about. Case the link ain't working, so you know. Yep, Malent Bart Williams. Thank you. I love for y'all. Y'all doing it right. That sister dropped it. She dropped it. She dropped it. Yeah, I put a name in the link for, and the link is there for TED Talk too. Both of them in there. And that's the link from the TED. Oh, is that a link from TED Talk? Let me direct the link. I thought I put it up there. I'll put it again. No, we building when I'm in the room. Y'all already know what it is. And that's the link right there again for her talk. But it changed my perception. The whole time I was thinking, oh yeah, when I grew up, I was watching these commercials. Man, we got to help Africa, man. Man, thank gosh for Oprah. And I was like, yo, if you just take your hands off of what they already have, the Anglo Gold Company. How you got an Anglo Gold Company in Africa? How you still got the Oppenheimers and the De Beers still up in Africa running and ruling all crazy? It don't make sense. There was a documentary that talked about some of the brutality that took place. Here's Diamond Company Black. That's the link though. Maybe that'll take me to it. But it talked about some of the ways that people will be treated, you know, in the diamond industry. Okay, Diamond Road is a documentary. I'm gonna give you that one too. Tell my daughter, I'm doing my video, daughter. I gotta tell you, I'm doing my video. So I let my daughter know. If anybody you know for more than like a month or two and they got kids and you don't know, don't trust them, especially to the ladies. Y'all already know. You met them in the club, you engaged and everything. Let me stop. You got 2 wives and 5 kids? It's called Diamond Road. Diamond Road is a documentary. And it's all about the De Beers and the Oppenheimers and how they would brutalize these black people and how they had these black people crawling on their hands and knees, and you would just hear clink, 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 because they make these black people crawl on their hands and knees and pick these diamonds up when it was so plentiful that it was on the sand, and they would brutalize them if they tried to steal anything, and they make them, you know, crawl around naked. It was a tragic story. But I'm gonna give you a little clip of it so you can find the whole documentary at your leisure. And it's called Diamond Road. If you haven't seen it, I want y'all to make sure you check that out because they get into it. But how they still in power if the Pope is on our side trying to help so much? You know, the Pope want to kiss feet. I do a lot of things before I kiss feet. You know, like, share, subscribe, text Queen to 31996. Stay in the mix. FlyNubianBusiness.com, FlyNubianMoney.com, Shop and Poppin', ShopFNQ.com. This is FlyNubianQueen.com and FlyNubianKingTV.com. It's your boy, the rapping professor. And, you know, I be doing the speaking and all that. Y'all, some people like, y'all need to get them come out. I'll come out and talk the same talk. I keep the same energy. I promise you. Depending on how far you are, I don't know. You got a plane ticket and all that. But no, seriously, if you around Philadelphia area, definitely. Because I think people need to know this. I think the young people, this is like a curriculum. What we've shared today is a great introductory curriculum for people that really need the Beers, Botswana, Our Diamonds, Our Pride. Beers documentary. Because at some point, you're going to have to ask yourself, in 2019, why are they in charge? Why are they in charge in 2019? It just doesn't make sense. If you got it from ill-gotten means and ill-gotten gain, if you stole it, then why do people just allow you to keep stealing it? You didn't get it. You weren't voted in. You had a monopoly. Right? It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make any sense why you know these people were a crime family who started with colonialism. It's like, that's like Robert Mugabe. He was like, yo, y'all didn't take it through any legal means. Y'all snatched it. We snatching it. Who talks? Who reasons with a bully? If somebody comes in, if somebody busting your house tonight, home invasion, what you gonna say? We're not using the basement if you want. We ain't negotiating with you. Bong bong. Pick him up. Zip him up. Bong bong. We find out you stole a farm. You had no right to be here. You killed the people that was on it, or you muscled them off, terrorized them to get them off the farm. I don't care if it's Mississippi or Zimbabwe or Mozambique. Bong bong. That's how we do. Same way they did with the Nuremberg trials when they found out them old 89, 92-year-old people was part of Nazi Germany. They was like, roll your old behind right up in a jail cell. They was like, you did the crime. What do you mean? It's still the same crime. Just because the crops done grew a few times and you got gray hair, it don't mean the crime wasn't committed. It don't mean you didn't get this according to an unequal, unjust system that didn't afford opportunity to any Africans during apartheid. You gotta break this up again. We gotta play again. May the best man win. Bong bong. Yeah, you broke into my house, but it was a year ago, so I'm gonna let you live in the basement. Reconciliation. Get out of here, man. You gonna reconcile this. Here, you reconcile this. I've been waiting. Yeah, reconcile it. Yeah, reconcile. You broke in my house? Well, you violated my family? Oh, it was 20 years ago. Oh, I was away. I was locked up, but you kicked my door in one night and had your way with my wife and my children, and they worked for you for the past 20 years. You took all the money, but now you don't make them work for you no more, so it's all forgiven. It's all reconciled. Tell me more about this. Oh, but you still make more than everybody else put together? Oh, it's your house. Why is it your house? Oh, because you took the deed when you broke in and wrote up a new deed that you felt was better, and you ripped up the old deed. Oh, you drew new lines. You gerrymandered the situation with the votes and you redlined it. So this house that I built, that I bought, but I've been away. Call me ancestor. Just call me ancestor. This house is yours now because you use brute force and thievery and rape and propaganda to take it over, and I can't live here. Oh, if I pay you, I gotta pay you. Bong bong. That'd be my next response. If that's the facts as they stand, you stole it, you raped, you lied, you propagandized, you kept other people out of having an opportunity. Now you still make the lion's share. You let people have a piece of what was already rightfully theirs, and you letting me feel like I'm special because I could live in the attic, in the closet, but I gotta pay you like $1,000 a month, Manhattan prices. And like, wait. Who are you? You just said you the thief, right? Okay, so you a thief. You brutalized my people. You incarcerated my freedom fighters just for trying to get a piece of the house. They weren't even trying to take the whole house back. And I should do what with you? I should treat you how? Well, intersectionality and multiculturalism states that you should sing Kumbaya with me and be excited to hold my hand. I say, hold these. Bang, bang. Aaron Smith, the rapping professor. That's the fire you're going to see if you try to kiss on my feet. You'll see the fire next time. Shouts out to James Baldwin. Get off my feet. Get off my feet. I'll be like, yo, here come the hot stepper, murderer, here's the lyrical gangster. Don't do it like that. Don't kiss me like that. No Pope, no lies. Oh, man, your lips been. Okay, let me stop. Laura Ingraham. Anybody see Laura Ingraham, you tell them on Crip, people want to holler at her. On the gang, on the hood, on Nip, tell them there's some people asking about her. You know what I mean? She was wearing that blue in the piece. Maybe that'll help her out when they see her. Maybe that's what set she claiming. I don't know. Maybe she'd be like, yo, you don't know. But real talk, make them respect us. Power concedes nothing without demand. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. A soldier dies but once. Spit it, rip it, and live it. It might not make any difference. The industry's filled with critics that never give any credit. Told Jay they wasn't with it. Told Kanye he couldn't spit it. They told 50 to forget it while sitting shot in the clinic. They told Pac to rot in prison when bail was set at $1 million. It's stressing and second guessing because Suge was coming to visit. I miss him. Like Miss Aaliyah, our Black Diamond. True fallen angel had real thugs crying. While on a rise, she fell out the sky and she returned to earth to return to God. Man. See, this line might be too ironic. It could help us to see, but it could blind us. It's hard to mourn when your heart been torn, but you smile because new stars are born. Now, this rap ain't in jeopardy. If left to me, I take us to another level. Like I've got ways. Okay, but chill. We're going to look at the right fires. We're going to support these churches down south. We're going to make sure Laura Ingraham is put on notice that the hood don't approve. We're going to watch the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan on Donahue. We're going to share that video. We're going to share the Honorable Khalid Muhammad's video on Donahue and when he debated the two Jewish scholars, from the university. We're going to share Sister Bart Williams, Sister Marcel, right? That's Aaron Mansell. But yeah, the TED Talk, we're going to share that as well. Make sure people get the information. And most importantly, we're going to like, subscribe. Oh, we got 91 in the room. We got 69 likes. Come on, y'all. Come on, give me a couple more. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Before we go, couple more likes. Who ain't like? Who ain't like? Who still got thumb power? Who still got thumb power? We need some power. Some thumb power. It's like sun power. It's okay. Come on. Okay. Oh, we jump. We jump. We jump. We jump. That's what I'm talking about. Bars. Hashtag bars. I always say the Drizzy joint with the headlines, right? You see, I'm so into this consciousness, how it boosts my confidence. I want liberation and I'm not fearing the consequence. Learning every night about amazing Black accomplishments. Africa for Africans, to me, man, that's just common sense. Now they said I'm pro-Black. I'd agree with that. Malcolm told us then by any means. I still believe in that. If somebody tells you you're too Black, tell them you're too whack. Time to get that up, ye mighty race. Garvey feeling back. No need to exaggerate a thing when you got it like that. Got my fist up in the air because I'm rocking like that. Reparations, you know they could never pay us all back. Slavery, the lynching, prisons, the projects, and now crack. Oh, don't do it. Say time won't do it. But karma is for real, so they gonna go through it. While they be talking money, I'm talking more major, like building this independent Black nation. We were first and they know. They know, they know, they know, they know. FlyNubianQueen.com. We were first and they know. They know, they know, they know, they know. See, I be yelling out power over everything and praying all the time. Yet they want to ask why I get so angry. Why should I apologize in light of all their crimes? They say that's the old days. No, don't pimp me if they don't get it what I'm supposed to do. When they don't get profile, they're told to move. We're 3 times more likely to go than you. And I'm talking about a state. So don't even try to hate because it's true. Listening to you talk about reverse racism just make me wonder, do y'all really see the bigger picture? It's not who you think that's about to come and make a killing. It's Lehman, Weishaupt, Rockefeller, and they wicked children. You know the game, but you fronting like that. Try to strike an easy target, they ain't throw a strike back. But I live for this, it isn't just a hobby like that. Because my ancestors are waiting for my people to stop playing. They know, they know, they know, they know, they know. FlyNubianKingTV.com. Listen live and log on. I hope my trolls in the room. I always say TROLL. They resent original loving leadership. That's why I keep on doing what I'm doing. So troll that and hold that. But get off my feet. Peace.